What's up, cuties? Welcome back to a brand new video. If you're new here, think about subscribing and hit the little post notification bell so that you will be notified whenever I post a new video. As you can see, we are not in my usual setup because I am at home in Indore and I received a very warm welcome from my pet Coco. If you follow me on Instagram, then you would probably know because I've posted a couple of pictures over there. So yeah, I mean, मेरे पिछले वीडियो में भी बात कर रहा था कि like almost everybody have someone with whom they are having their quarantine and chill, and I had nobody, but now I got my partner. He's sitting right here. I think you can see his tail. So you guys must be wondering that, Aman, what is the video which you have decided to make this time? If you haven't read the title, of course. And because of this coronavirus, the world is a crazy place to live right now. And I thought that what is the most meaningful video which I could do? What would bring the most value to my audience? And to answer to that is, this video is for everyone out there who wants to become a cabin crew or thinking about pursuing a cabin crew as their career. And this video means a lot to me because as a cabin crew who started almost a year ago now, and it was really intimidating for me to get each and every information about this field and how things work here. So अगर आप उन लोगों में से है who likes to travel, who would love to stay in luxurious hotels, or who would love to meet new people, or simply who don't want those monotonous jobs, so this video is designed for you guys. Stay tuned, we got some good content coming your way. So today we are going to cover the basic requirements to become a cabin crew, as it is a very important part of the process of you becoming a cabin crew. And a lot of people do ask me this question all the time, that what does an airline look for in a candidate when they actually select you to become their cabin crew? So yeah, I have picked up 11 things with my research and with the help of my friends I have in this industry, and I have compiled it together for you guys so that you can benefit from it. However, I'm still going to tell you that before applying for any specific airline, be sure to check their website, do your research, and then apply, because different airlines have different requirements. So let's just get into the video. So the first and the foremost criteria is age. So guys, you have to be 18, like legally 18 if you want to work for an airline. But again, depending upon airline you are applying for, this criteria and requirement may change, because if we talk about India, so most of the airlines here hire candidates who are 18. But if you go internationally, like Emirates for example, they hire candidates who are 21. So yeah, it depends upon airline you're applying for. So I would recommend you to check their website. They would specifically mention about this. Second thing is height. Now we all know that we have to close the overhead bins, which most of the cabin crew do not like. And not just that, actually a lot of safety equipments are placed in the overhead bins, and in the case of emergency we have to take them out. So to be able to do that, you have to have a certain height. So yes, there is a certain minimum height criteria. Of course, it is different for guys and girls. So for girls, it is around 152 to 155 centimeters, and for guys, it is around 165 to 170 centimeters. Again, it depends upon airline to airline. If you apply for any domestic airline, and if you go for any international airline, they would tell you to touch 212 centimeters on your tiptoes. So yeah, you need to check their website and they would specifically mention about this requirement. Third is weight. So when I say weight, I do not mean that you have to have a certain weight, but they definitely check your BMI, which is body mass index. If you haven't heard of this term before, it's basically the proportion of your height and your weight. It has to be proportionate, like on an average it has to be between 18 to 25. And it is not like that if you do not fall under this range then you will be completely ruled out. It's not like that. I mean, your body mass have to look proportionate to your height. So yeah, and airline actually check BMI on your interview day, so it's best to be within the range. So start working on it. Fourth is language. Well, airlines do not really have a specific requirement in terms of language. Except English. If you are applying for any domestic airline, then they would definitely want a candidate who is absolutely fluent in English and who knows how to communicate effectively with the passengers, because a lot of different people with different nationalities travel from flights. So fluent English is must. However, if you're applying for any international airline, they do not really have this specific requirement because they are multiracial airlines, but it is always great if you know different languages. For example, if you're flying for French airlines and if you know that language, then it's a plus point. Fifth is education qualification. So most of the airlines in India requires you to at least pass out from the school, but again, depending upon whether you're applying from overseas and that particular airline operates in that country, requires you to have a degree. So mostly I would say it's good to have a degree. So I would recommend you to check out their website, and they would specifically mention about this requirement as to what exactly the education qualification you need to have. Sixth is professional qualification. Now, when I say professional qualification, which means that it's great if you have a customer service experience or if you have an airline experience, that would be amazing. But if you don't have either of these, then you don't really have to worry about it, because airlines also check your interpersonal skills and your communication skills, like your confidence and the way you present yourself. That also matters, so work on it. And when you go there and present yourself, just don't do these things, but present yourself in terms of how you communicate, what are your interpersonal skills. So that's the tip I'm gonna give you guys. Seventh is vision. Now, if you don't have a perfect vision, you don't have to worry about it, because you're not gonna rule out because of that, as long as you get that perfect vision through contact lenses. So because when you go out for a cabin crew interview, you don't really wear your glasses, you wear contacts, and if you could see perfectly using contacts, then that's perfectly fine. I also wanted to say, when it comes to medical tests, the airline does put you through a hearing test and a bunch of other medical tests, which you'll get to know along the way. So yeah, passing those tests is one of the requirements. 8th point is your skin. Now, we are talking about physical fitness. I do want to mention about your skin, because a lot of airlines does put you through a skin test. So that is one of the requirements, that you need to have a good skin. By good skin, I mean here is to have a healthy skin. Color doesn't matter. I understand that you can have a small little acne because of the stress or the anxiety of the interview, but you need to maintain a good skin quality, because you are the face of the airline and they want to make sure that you look amazing and people would admire you and travel with the airline. 9th point is your scars and tattoos. So if you have any visible scar, please make sure that you cover them up with concealer, because some airlines are very particular about the scar on your face or on your arm. And if I talk about tattoo, then that could be a problem. That could be something that would prevent them to take you on board, because anything else cannot be a part of their uniform. So if you're really serious taking a job of a cabin crew, then you need to consider this point. 10th point is swimming. Now, this could be a requirement, again depending upon airline to airline. They might want to test your confidence in water or your water surviving skills. So if you really want to become a cabin crew, then I would recommend you to get some swimming lessons, because it's always going to be an advantage for you. Now, last but probably not the least, but I would like to tell you guys that this is the major requirement by an airline if you're applying for a job of a cabin crew, is to be able to smile, and lots of smile. Like, it doesn't matter what passenger you're talking to, or people would just come up to you to take a picture with you, or maybe the passenger is not so happy with you. You have to use that smile all the time. So your smile should be very natural and very pleasant, and just remember that your smile can make or break a lot of things. So it all depends up to you whether you wanna make that interview or you wanna break that interview with your smile. So this brings us to the end of this video. I really hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, then please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below your favorite part or a point or a tip which you like, and subscribe to my channel if you are not already. I am bringing this series so that you can get some motivation and inspiration. And thanks for watching this video, and I will see you later. Bye, cuties.